Hi, this is Billie Joe with Moon Goddess 114433, and I am bringing you another pick a card reading. So, this pick a card reading was a suggestion from a subscriber. I thank you, Aria. I think I'm pronouncing that right for the suggestion. This is should I cut them off, or leave the connection? I'm also going to look at how how they're going to react or feel, and maybe a possible outcome. We're going to see how spirit leads this. Okay, I do have 5 piles here. Number 1 is with the Septarian stone. It's also called a dragon stone. Number 2 is with the tiger's eye. Number 3 is with the raw ruby. Number 4 is with a calligraphy stone. And number 5 is with a yellow citrine. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and get started with number 1 with the Septarian. Excuse me. Now, this is also called the Dragonstone. It is good for maintaining privacy, like if you want privacy, kind of um, deters people from interrupting you. It's good for grounding, is for patience, being able to tolerate other people, and for psychic protection. Okay, so let's see what cards you have. So you have the Eight of Wands. Let's see if I can set something up so I can set this up here. Okay, let's see. So that was the Eight of Wands. Trying to get where you can see them better. Okay. The Moon. The Knight of Swords. Chop wood. Breathe. Five of Water. The Thinking Woman. And Discipline. Okay. So let me see here. Okay, so with the Eight of Wands, this tells me these first 3 cards are regarding you. So this connection calls to your soul. It makes your blood race and like makes you feel passionate. Um, but the problem is that the prize is surrounded by your biggest fears. Like she looks like the big ass spider, and like the rose looks pretty, but I don't know if I want that pretty rose if I confront that ugly ass spider, right? Like I don't like spiders. And then you've got the Moon card. So not only you're what you want surrounded by your biggest fears, but then it's like you're worried it's all an illusion. What if the warrior you see in front of you is really a troll in the daylight? That dragon, that dragon could just be a rock. You know, like, is this your imagination, or is your imagination taking flight, or is this the real deal? Like, why should I face my fears and go through all these shifts and this bullshit? you know, and have to go through these struggles and everything if it's an illusion. And then you have the Knight of Swords. So, like with the Knight of Swords, it's like for you to move forward in this connection, that's going to mean you're going to have to put on your armor and face your fears head on. Like, you're really going to have to look. I mean, she's coming full force, her sword raised, even her dragon has armor on it. You know, she's really going to have to face these. She's going to have to face down that huge ass, with the. Look, I mean, look at the creepy crawly huge ass legs. No, like, not me. So, then you have chop wood. So, the next two cards I'm getting is for your counterpart. Now I read like a feminine, so it's like your counterpart is just you're having to go through all these fears, and your counterpart is just like going through their daily routine, like nothing's going on. It's like they're just continuing life. They're um, like it sounds like they're chopping wood, they're raking the leaves, they're going about their daily routines. Okay, and oh, but what you don't realize is they are working on themselves as they're doing about their like. Okay, some of them probably plays PlayStation all the time, or play some kind of computer games all the time. And you're like, how are they working? I'm having to do all this work and all this bullshit, and they're just going about playing and playing like a damn kid. But what you don't realize is they're working on themselves. Their form of meditation is different from yours. If you are to walk away, you're going to end up with a 5 of water. Things are not going to turn out how you had hoped they would. Okay? You're going to end up crying over spilt milk. You're going to be thinking, why the hell did I walk away? Your person, how they're going to react, this is going to make them stop and think. They'll be like, But they're still going to be disciplined. They're still going to follow in their path. They're still going to work on themselves. You know, they've already set their mind into this process. Just because you don't see it doesn't mean it's not happening. But if you walk away, it's going to hurt you more than it is them, because they're still going to work on themselves. I know that's probably not what number one wanted to hear, but that's what Spirit's telling me to tell you. You're going to have to face your fears and work on yourself just like your person is. Or the outcome is going to be ugly. I mean, it's going to hurt you. Okay? Okay, number ones, if that resonated, please like, share, comment, subscribe. Give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, give it a thumbs down. Just let it get to the person it's meant to get to. Going on to deck 2. Those that picked the Tigerseye. Okay, Tigerseye is good for releasing fears and anxiety. It aids in harmony and balance. It's good for discernment, making decisions. It helps with courage and self-confidence. And it helps with strength of will. Okay. The cards you have are 3 of Swords, 10 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles, Serendipity, By the Book, the Emperor, Walking Away, and Loneliness. Okay. So, the top 3 are regarding you. So with the Three of Swords, okay. So with Three of Swords, it pretty much tells me that you've been going through a transformation. Okay, your transformation was pretty much ignited by pain. In your past, you've been betrayed. That's for some of you. For some of you, I'm also getting that you feel like you've put a lot into this connection, and it's like you're not getting anything back in return. It's like you'll message your counterpart and not get any messages back. It's like nothing, nada, zilch. It's like you don't hear from them. Maybe once in a blue moon, if you do. And you're like, why am I putting all this work into it? I'm not getting anything in return. It's like, I feel stupid, okay? But then you have the Ten of Cups. So the Ten of Cups tells me that um, the end, because it is number 10, you got two tens in a row. Tens are completion. It's completion of cycles. So you're almost to the end of the road. I mean, the it's like the break in all this is coming. And but I mean, yes, the road has been long, it's been hard, and you have sacrificed a lot. Um and it's like you've gotten in a place where you're kind of in a comfort zone, and it's like you kind of gotten where you feel safe in your comfort zone. So like now that the end is in sight, you're kind of freaking out because you're like, oh wait, I'm so used to doing this on my own. It's kind of like if you've always been by yourself, you kind of get used to being by yourself, and then you're like, oh shit, I may have to cook and clean after another person. I may have to, spend my life helping them with something. That selfishness starts to kick in, and you're like, wait, just hold up, hold up. I'm not so sure if I'm ready for this. So this is what you're going through. Okay, your person has serendipity, um, which they kind of just go with the flow. They just kind of just accept what happens. you know um what I'm getting is this person, if you were to cut them off, they're just gonna, it's like, if you've ever heard the saying, just give it to God. They're just gonna give it to the divine. They're gonna release their expectations and the things they thought about. They're just gonna give it up. And then by the book, it just tells me that they're going to honor your decisions. They're not going to pressure you. They're not going to hound you. They're not going to stalk you. They're going to walk in their emperor mode. Is what you're not realizing with this end in sight is because they stepped out. They're no longer a page. They're not even a knight. They're not even a king. They are the emperor. Okay? And if you're a masculine watching, a divine masculine, they're in the empress mode. Okay? They have stepped up, okay? So if you walk away, they're going to let you go. Because they deserve someone who's going to stand up too. If they're an emperor, they deserve an empress. They're going to let you go. Then bye-bye. And with the loneliness, they know that they're never alone. And you see that wheel? That's why they just kind of release it. Because they know what's meant for them will be theirs. Okay? They ain't going to worry with it. They ain't going to worry with you. Let you go off and deal with your own shit. Because if you're meant to be, then you're going to be together. Okay? The end is close in sight. Don't give up now. Don't do that. This person has done their work. Whether you see it or not, they've done it. Sometimes, you have to understand the universe has us in separation for a reason, and it's because we have more inner work to do. And if you're like this and you're wanting to run away when the end is in sight, well, guess what? You have more work to do. And I know that's kind of harsh for me to say that. I don't mean to be harsh. I'm trying to send it as loving as I can because I understand. I really do. But I have to tell you exactly how Spirit tells me. And I have to be real, and I have to walk in my truth and my authenticity. And this is how I see your message coming out. If it triggers you, I'm sorry. But I'm sorry, but not sorry. I love you. If it resonates, um, leave a comment. I wish you love and light. Your end is right there. It's right there. Your person has stepped up in the emperor mode. It's time for you to step up as the empress. Okay. Thank you so much, number twos. Okay. We're moving on to those for number three that picked the raw ruby. Okay. The ruby is, well, it's good for stimulating the heart chakra. It brings spiritual wisdom. It shields psychic attacks. It promotes wealth and wellness. It also enhances lucid dreaming and sparks creativity. Okay. Those that picked deck 3 with the ruby, let's see. You have the 7 of Wands. The Wheel. The Tower. No Place Like Home. Poised. Soulmates. The Wheel in Reverse. Healer of the Ages. And Imagination. Okay. So, with the 7 of Wands. So, 7 of Wands. So, this is like, you're geared up, okay? You're like really serious now. You're getting serious. You're like, okay, I know I'm on a mission. I've got this battle in front of me. I'm gathering my resources, and I'm fixing to face the problem head on. The problem is when you're turn around and face your problem, it's like, are you your worst enemy? Are you the one that's the worst enemy? Okay? And are you ready to, are you realizing that you're facing your own bullshit? Because you also have the Wheel. And the Wheel in this deck represents looking at the mirror, seeing your own reflection. And to realize that what you're manifesting through your reactions, okay, to situations and your emotions, okay? And then you have the Tower, which in this deck represents pretty much you're trying to protect yourself. You're building this tower, these castle walls, this tower, right? And instead of living and enjoying, exploring life, you're hiding away instead because you really don't want to have to face your own stuff in the mirror. This is a divine connection, okay? And in any divine connection, you have to work on your inner self. You have to work on your own crap, okay? That's the only way growth happens. And it's the only way to work towards union, okay? As far as your counterpart goes, they know that home is not a place, it's a person. They know it's the other soul. They know it's you. They know that you are their home, okay? They are in position now to step forward in their truth. They're right there at the precipice to step forward. They're on the edge. They're ready to take that leap because they recognize you as their soulmate. Okay? If you end this and you walk away, you have the Wheel in reverse. That means everything you've put forward, all the work you've done, instead of moving towards positive, guess what? It goes, and it just stops and it starts rolling backwards. And then you're going to fall off the wheel. That's, that saying. You're going to fall off the wagon. So all that work you did is kind of like, bullshit, sorry, not doing it no more. But your person, how they're going to react, they have the healer of ages. Yes, they're going to hurt. This is going to hurt them. But they're going to heal from it. They're going to heal through creativity. Okay? It will help them be nourished. It's going to help them grow. But they are going to go through pain. There's two flames here. I'm just seeing those flames like twin flames. These are twin flames. This person is still going to love you no matter what. They're still going to love you. They're still going to hold that light and love for you, even if you end the connection and walk away, okay? But I promise you, it's not what you want to do. It's not what you want to do. Because you're going to hurt too. You are mirrors, and when you hurt your other person, you hurt yourself. Okay? Okay, y'all, that picks number 3. If it resonates, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. I have a feeling with this all these readings, I'm going to be like, whew. Okay. Those that picked deck 4 with the calligraphy stone. Okay. The calligraphy stone, let's see, that's good for getting higher guidance from your guides and your angels. It's good for connecting to spirit. It also it helps you access the Akashic records, which leads to past life recall and helping you heal fears and blocks from your past. Okay. So the cards you have for pile 4, you have Knave of Wands, Five of Pentacles, Ace of Swords, Truth Be Told, the Fates, Nine of Earth, Anxiety, Friendship, and Love. Okay. So, oh, damn. Sorry. Let's see. With the Knave of Wands. Okay. This is I like this card. This is like charm. Irresistibly persuaded. Never having to be alone, because that little creative helper comes along. She charm you out of your pants. Be persuasive. Okay. And then you have the Five of Pentacles. Okay. With this deck, it represents someone who is accepting and another person is settling with that person out of hunger for love and loneliness. Pretty much anybody would be acceptable when you're starved for affection. Okay, so here you are starved for affection, and this charming, persuasive person walks in and just charms you right out of your britches. Okay, Then you have the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords is about the truth. Okay, now the thing about the truth and the Ace of Swords is this double-edged sword cuts. And when it cuts, it can cause damage. It can cause irreversible damage. Okay? But if used wisely, it can also cast away the confusion that has come in because you was lonely and you let the third party come in. Okay? So, now the Ace of Swords comes in and it's going to have to cut away the bullshit. Okay? Now, after having an Ace of Swords, then you got Truth Be Told. Okay? So, and then the Fates. So, it's like you need to get with your counterpart, and when you walk away, if you end this connection, you know, your counterpart, you're going to have to be honest with your counterpart. You two, you really need to take the mask off. You need to take that mask off and tell each other how you really feel. Okay? Really come clean with your emotions, your feelings, you know, because it's your loneliness that has caused you to take on this companion that you really shouldn't even be with. And then you have the Fates. Okay? So this person, and probably this person, you know, isn't doing things the way you think they should be done, which is another reason why maybe the third party is come in. And you may not have taken your pants off, but your heart is getting engaged. I mean, it's getting, you know, confused. It's like, oh my God, is this my counterpart? Is the other person my counterpart? What the hell? You know, because you're like, things aren't going the way you think they should. It's kind of like a control issue. Okay. And with the Fates card, it's like, you got to let go of control. You got to let this other person be who they are. You got to let them walk in their truth and their authenticity. Okay. If you don't do that, you're going to end up with the Nine of Earth, which is spending a lot of time alone. Okay. You're going to be by yourself. You're going to cause the other person and yourself a lot of anxiety. But yet, your person is still going to hold you in light and love with friendship, you know? And because they know that you are in each other's lives for a reason. And they're going to still continue to love you unconditionally. Okay? They're going to understand that all things happen for their own good. They're going to go through anxiety and hurt. But remember, that sword is double-edged. It's going to hurt you. So you need to cut out the confusion. Be honest and real with your counterpart. And work on this connection. And cut out the bullshit. Okay? Okay, y'all that picked number 4, I hope it resonated. If it did, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. And just please understand, I have to be in my authenticity and my truth. This isn't going to resonate with everybody. But I have to give you the advice Spirit tells me to give. Okay? Moving on to deck 5. Those that picked the yellow Citrine. Okay. So most people understand that the yellow Citrine, it does help manifesting prosperity. It also is strong. It's a strong amplification crystal. Okay. Other things it does, it also soothes fear and anxiety because it activates the solar plexus. Okay. Your cards. You have the Four of Swords. Judgment. Two of Wands. Round and Round. building blocks, 5 of fire, angel of strength, and indecision. Okay. So with the 4 of swords, okay. With the 4 of swords with this deck, it pretty much talks about how hiding away because of not wanting to face the battles that await you. You don't want to have to face your fears and your past pain. You don't have to face that pain, you know. You don't feel like you're up to it. You don't feel like you can. You know, like you keep trying to build your confidence, but that pain and that past and those fears are still there, okay? Then you have judgment, okay? With the judgment card, it's asking, are you living up to your destiny? Okay? Because with this, it says, you know, you're being called by your soul's voice to follow your destiny. You're being called for a purpose. Are you going to sit there and huddle in fear and not want to face this battle, or you want to be called into your destiny? Okay? You have the 2 of Wands. You know, the 2 of Wands talks about how you're yearning. You yearn for the sun. Look, he's wanting to go up towards the sun, you know, they want to be strong, but it's like the waves are just pulling them down because they're so tired of the battle. They're so weary. It's like they've been fighting, like, when is it going to end, you know? And even your person, they're feeling the effects of the round and the round and the rest. Like, damn, keep going to the same shit over and over again. Like I keep saying in a lot of my videos, it's like an onion peel. You know, you're going to keep coming back to the brown spot till you heal it. Okay? But your person also understands that these are the building blocks. Y'all still working on the foundation. Y'all's making it stronger. If you walk away, it's going to cause nothing but chaos and conflict. Okay? It's just going to be a headache for both of you. Both of you is going to be miserable. You're both going to be angry. You know, this is a passionate card. You know, this is passion. You're going to be angry. But your other person is still going to be maintaining strength, you know, because they're going to call on the divine to help them. They're going to listen to their inner voice, their inner strength, their inner will to help them with that. They're going to listen and follow their intuition, okay? And the indecision part, that's on your end. They have strength. It's you that are indecision, okay? And your person is already growing into the understanding of following their inner voice, okay? You need to find a quiet place and follow your inner voice as well, okay? Okay, those that picked number 5, thank you for watching. If it resonated, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Again, this was Billie Joe with Moon Goddess 114433. If you need a personal reading, the information should be down in the description box. If you need a reading about how you can heal, that should be in the description box as well. I'll be more than happy to assist you. Again, thank you so much for watching this video.